Hey guys, so doing something a little bit out of the ordinary. Usually with my channel I do gardening and other fun stuff in my house, but a big part of living in Alaska is being able to go out and do the things that my husband and I love to do, which is hunting and fishing and going out to remote forest in this cabin. So that's what we're doing this weekend. We are going to hit up some hot springs, Goddard Hot Springs, just south of Sitka, the island or the town that we live in. And then we are going to head on out to Seven Fathoms cabin, and we're going to hang out for the weekend, just my husband and I and the dog. And we're going to transport some friends of ours and drop them off at the hot springs as well. So I'm going to take you guys along. I hope you enjoy it. Nuka, are you ready, Chico? Just an absolutely lovely day, isn't it? Beautiful. Lovely fall southeast Alaska day. Headed south of town. Headed on a little path after we dock the boat to the hot springs. So excited. This is the lower tub. It is kind of overlooking this really pretty bay right here. And then up the Muskeg Hill, the top you can see right here, the second tub. And they're both running, which is great. Sometimes there's problems with the plumbing, but there's hot and cold water, and we're just draining the tub to get it fresh, and then we're gonna hop in. Oh my God, Nuka, that is disgusting. Oh, no. This is what the tubs look like. Got your hot and your cold. So we're just draining the tub right now. Give it a fresh, clean water to hop in. And this is the view from the tub, you guys. Not bad, right? Nuka's happy to be here. Nathan, how do you feel about tubs today?
I'm excited to get in.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we went for a little cold dip in the ocean. And now we're soaking in the tub with beverages, of course. And you can see her enjoying herself as well. It's windy, but it's beautiful. 7 Fathoms.
7 Fathoms, hey.
Woo! Nuka has not gotten her usual 2 to 3 naps a day, so she's struggling. Full dog nap. We have arrived at 7 Fathoms. It is a cute little A-frame. We got a fire started. There is a really sweet little bonfire pit, picnic table, and a lovely river, and we're seeing lots of eagles hanging out, and it looks like they're interested in the salmon that are running up this stream right here. So lots of birds, lots of fish. It is windy still. That is our boat way out there on the mooring buoy. How would you describe our experience paddling to the cabin from the boat today?
It sucked.
It was whipping, and there was white caps in the water, and we jutted it from where the boat is to the shore, and then we actually ended up having to get out of the inflatable and walk it by holding the rope all along the shore, wading in the water basically, to get all the way over here to this cute little cabin. It was, I would say, in my top 3 least favorite adventures getting from the boat to the cabin experiences. I don't know if it was the worst though, so, but in the top 3 for sure. I think when we go out on Sunday, the weather is supposed to be a lot better, a lot less wind, and it should be good. So, which is kind of lovely. Got the river here, fresh water mixing in with salt water. It is an outgoing tide right now, so the water's just gonna keep going out, and it looks like there's just this nice long flat piece here. Got my comfort cabin Crocs, some nice socks, sweatpants, and a cozy shirt. I don't know if you guys can see this in the camera, but there is a salmon swimming right there. See him? I think Nuka's chasing some fish too. And these are all dead salmon carcasses. Nuka, can we not eat that, please? No. I really like the Forest Service cabins that are A-frames. I just think they look super cute. And the Forest Service cabins have either one of two methods of heat. They either have a diesel stove and you just have to bring diesel to fill it up, or they have a wood-fired stove. This one has a wood-fired stove, so there is some dry wood in there, and then behind it, I'll show you guys later, is a woodshed with some more wood that the Forest Service comes out, I think once a year probably, and does like a service. So the Forest Service will come out and basically check on these cabins, service them, fix anything that's broken, maybe do some updates, and then they will stock the wood stove or wood pile in the back so that you can make a wood fire inside the cabin. Seven Fathoms cabin. I should mention that all the cabins have outhouses as well, just like a little pathway over, and it's kind of tucked in the woods there. Awesome little rope tree swing. Wood pile in the back, and this is our humble abode. Already got the fire hot, drying all of our gear from our adventure out in the woods. Most of the cabins have some kind of table with benches, and then they've got these platforms for beds. Since this has an A-frame, it does have a little ladder that goes up to this top. But there is a whole bunch of seagulls and eagles. Two juvenile eagles straight ahead, those dark brown ones right there. And then an adult mature eagle sitting next to another juvenile eagle. It's a party. Deer swimming across the bay to shore. Hey guys, so we made it back from Seven Fathoms cabin. We had an absolutely great time. The weather was pretty rough, but we got a lot of hot tubbing in at Goddard Hot Springs. We enjoyed a peaceful fire in the cabin. We ate good food. It was all great. And now that we're back, I just did the whole shake everything out, put it away, pack it back up in my nice little bins. Organized camping bins in the garage, you know, like I have all of our sleeping stuff in one, I have all of our kitchen and other accessories in one. I just like to make it easy so that when I know I'm going camping, I can easily pull out 2 or 3 tubs off of our shelves and pull out the stuff that I need. While I was doing that, I was thinking maybe I'll end this video with sharing with you my top 5 things to bring camping. They just make my life so much more enjoyable when I'm camping. Now, the stuff I'm going to mention, while some of it may be applicable for backcountry stuff, if you're trying to make your pack as light as possible and you're doing some backcountry, long-term hiking stuff, where you're trying to be as light as possible, this is not for you. This is like the kind of camping where you're car camping, tent camping, you're going to a Forest Service cabin, you've got a pop-up camper, just like things where you have the ability to bring a little bit more stuff and you're not trying to just like narrow down the lowest amount of weight in your pack. So that's a quick caveat. It was really hard for me to pick. I have so many good camping supplies, and obviously Southeast Alaska has a few unique challenges, like getting a fire started when all of your wood is wet. I highly recommend those little fire starter bricks. They just keep your flame going a lot longer, so you don't have to keep restarting matches or running a lighter constantly. It just allows you to be able to go grab more kindling and stuff and cut up wood while you're trying to get the fire going. Obviously, having good rain gear is really important when you're camping, especially for this weekend that we went. And then obviously things like a really good pack, so you can put everything on your back and have it be comfortable when you're hauling it longer distances. So many good camping supplies out there, but I really tried and I narrowed it down to my, I think, top 5. There was a couple that were teeter-tottering on the edge, but I picked 5 that I think would be good to share with you guys. And they're just things that I use every time we go camping and they make a big impact. So here we go. Item number 1 is a really good light source. Obviously, I always bring a headlamp with me. That's nice when you're going out and about around the cabin, doing things in the middle of the night when you don't want to wake up other people. But having a source of light in the cabin for when you're cooking, when you're cleaning, when you're just hanging out with your friends and like having drinks, playing cards, things like that, it's good to have a good lighting source. This one is in particular awesome. My parents, I think, got this for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I use it all the time. It is awesome, you guys. So it has this little pocket in the back, expands open into like an inflatable cube, has a Velcro strap so you can hang it on a hook, which is what I do a lot of times in the cabin, and a charging cable, of course. Now there is 2 ports. There's a USB and I think it's USB-C or something like that. Whatever that smaller one is, micro USB, I don't know. And so you can charge your phone, your headlamp, like whatever chargeable devices you need, you can plug them into here and charge. Now, right now this light is on. That means that the solar panel on top here is working, because it is receiving enough light. So if I press this little button here, it gave me 4 green lights, which means that it is full charged right now, and it is going to keep fully charged by keeping the solar light running. Now, it's kind of cool because you turn on this power button and you can see it's set on the red setting right now. That's like the nighttime setting. But if I put it on the daytime setting, it's like a bright light. And then if you click it again, it gets dimmer and dimmer. You can also do the same with the red light. So you hit the red light button, the nighttime one. And if you click the power button, you can make it dimmer, dimmer, and blinking and dimmer. And it's just awesome. You can hang it up. It's really easy and lightweight to pack. It's really easy to compress and put back together. Just kind of shrink it down. It sinks, blows all of its air out. And then I like to keep the charging pack right on the back, just like that. So this one is the Luminade Pack Light Titan 2-in-1 phone charger solar panel. It's awesome. We've used it for multiple years now, and I highly recommend. Item number 2 on my list is this. I don't know what the brand is or the name, but this is a expandable dish washing thing. And there is nothing worse than washing your dishes in cold water when you're camping, especially if they have grease, like bacon grease or meat grease on them. And this is awesome, you guys. I don't see a brand on here, but I got it at REI a couple years ago, and it has 2 handles, so it's really easy to carry. It has a bottom valve you can twist out and let the water just drain out, also to catch any scraps. And then usually when we're camping, I have this little baggie where I keep garbage bags, a couple Ziploc bags. I keep my little bottle of dish soap and body wash, and then a hand towel, and then some baby wipes, and then I keep this little scrubber brush, which I think I also bought at REI the same time I bought this little bus tub. But you guys, okay, it looks big and boxy. It's really lightweight, But then you can just push it down and look at that. Pops down, really small and skinny, really lightweight, totally worth it, you guys. All I do is I boil some water, like a cup or two of water. I put all my dirty dishes in here. I drizzle a little bit of dish soap on it, pour my boiling water on top. I use my little scrubby brush, get it all clean and dirty. And then I can just go run down to the creek or the river and just like rinse it out with some river water after I'm done. And then it dries. It is awesome, you guys. It makes doing dishes at camp way better. And that's just like a fact of camping. You're gonna have dishes unless you do everything paper and burn it. And then having like your little kitchen and cleaning and garbage supplies all in one. These two things, throw them in a dry bag, bring them to camp. It is awesome. Totally worth it. Like I said, I don't know the brand. I don't see a name on it, but REI. Check it out. Next on my list is a good pillow. So my husband and I have the same pillow. This is, what is it called? Cocoon. Let's see. This is the Cocoon Ultralight Air Core Hood / Camp Pillow, premium synthetic pillow. It has a really soft side and then a regular side. It has a valve, which you can blow up your pillow. Okay, now we have a beautiful pillow. You can also unzip it, take out the inflatable pouch, and you can just throw this in the wash if it gets dirty and gross after camping, which I love and I have done many times. The only thing about this pillow that I haven't loved, which is why I have pillow number 2 with us, is that it is very hard because it's just air with like a cover over it. And I am a side sleeper and I don't like to have like such hardness on my ear, you know? So I was doing some recon, looking at a bunch of different pillow options, and I wanted to give this one a try. This is a Nemo pillow, and it has an internal stuff sack. It has a layer of foam, and then it also has an air pocket. So you've got a valve here that you can pull out, press it back in, and now you can stuff your sweatshirts in there, additional things if you want to use it as that option, and then you have the foam on top and you have the air pocket. So it's kind of like the best of all the worlds. You get the air pocket for like volume and like height, which is important if you're a side sleeper, which that one did a really good job of. It got the right height, but it was just too hard since it was just like a sack of air. This one has a nice foam layer. And then what I like about it is that you can, instead of using the air valve in general, you can just stash it full of your own clothes, which might make it a little bit lumpier, but also might make it better and more comfortable. And then you can roll it right up, lock it in, and then I just use like a rubber band to tie it up. It does not compress down near as small as the Cocoon does, which I'll show you here in a second. You just roll all the air out and goes into a tiny little stuff sack, if I can get it back in there. This is the size difference. This is awesome if you want it to be lightweight and small. This one is awesome if you really want the comfort of a foam pillow, and extra padding so it's like soft on your ear when you lay on it, but also the ability to add volume by putting in air. Both good options, just meeting different needs, you know? Also, I think maybe this would be a lot better if I slept on my back because it has all that height, you know? And it would probably be comfortable because it's really soft on your face. 2 options, both good. 4th on the list is a Jetboil. Now, you're gonna look at this and you're gonna think, wow, that looks bad. This one is really old. The new ones are much nicer than mine, and they also make them like twice the size as mine. This little plastic cover that goes on the bottom over your coils got pretty beat up. I duct taped it, but it still serves the purpose, you guys. Mine has a nice sleeve so you can touch it when it's hot, but it does get really piping hot, so be careful. The other thing I really like about my Jetboil is that I have this added contraption for when I boil water. I can screw in these little pieces together to make a French press. So I can boil water, throw the beans on it, and pop this in, push it down after about 5 minutes of letting it sit, and then you have coffee. How great is that? Jet boils are awesome. You can buy them at any probably backcountry, you know, camping store. They've become super popular. They have them, like I said, much bigger, wider, all different varieties of them. This one is really old, but it has held up to the test of time. They are awesome for boiling water for dishes, awesome for sanitizing water if you need to boil water for that purpose. And they're just really small and easy to pack. So I highly recommend getting a jet boil for camping. They have made my life so much better over the years. And they're just awesome to have. Totally worth the amount of space that this is going to take up in your pack, in addition to your little fuel canister, which you would need for it. Okay, the last thing on my list is water related. So in Southeast Alaska, almost every time we go on a hike, or to a cabin, there is always a source of fresh water, but you still need to be able to filter your water. And my favorite source to filter water is the Sawyer. So this is a squeeze water filter. It comes with multiple pouches like this. And what I do is I go like this. I blow up my little squeeze pouch and I run it in a fresh stream. I typically try not to use any kind of standing water. I try to go find a river or a stream where it's running and fresh and it looks clear. And I allow all the water to fill it up. I get to the top, and then all you have to do with this Sawyer is screw it on, and then you pop off your top, and you can squeeze and drink directly out of it, or Nalgene bottles are awesome because you can do literally anything with them. Once you drink out of them, you can also fill them with berries if you're picking water. I have multiple Nalgenes that are covered in stickers and assortment over the years. And they are just heavy duty. They're lightweight, heavy duty, multi-purpose. They're awesome. I like the wide mouth ones a lot because you can put like ice cubes and stuff in there. The skinny mouth ones are not quite as friendly for doing other things with, but it works great. So what I usually do is I set my bottle somewhere, I put this on top, and then you're just going to squeeze and roll down your Sawyer all the way out. It is awesome, you guys, and you can just keep doing it and filling it up. It actually goes really fast. I've never had any issues with it. It will not always remove the color of your water, but it will remove things that you really want to be filtered, contaminants and things like that. So if you have like a really iron-rich water source or something, your water still might like look brown, but it will be drinkable, which is really all that matters. So Sawyer water system with these squeeze bags, super valuable. I always like to pack that. And then just in case, I do pack a couple aqua tabs just to have in my pack, just in case the Sawyer broke or something like that, which I have had this one for years and nothing bad has ever happened to it so far. Okay, that is the end of my top 5 list of camping supplies. If you guys want more camping tips or supplies tips, or if you want me to do a more in-depth overview of all of our camping supplies and what we typically bring to remote Forest Service cabins or out and about when we're camping, I would love to share with you. I feel like a little bit of a nerd when it comes to camping supplies. I love finding new supplies that makes your life more enjoyable when you're camping. Anyway, it's just a fun little thing that I really enjoy. So I'd be happy to share more with you guys about camping in Southeast Alaska and in remote Forest Service cabins. Comment down below if that's something that you're interested in. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you later.